Hello nail friends, this is Honey Doll Nails back again with another video. Watch me work Kawaii toy nails, lazy girl method. Before we get started, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. While you're at it, hit that notification bell so that you may be notified of all future videos. Today we're going to be talking about this gorgeous, beautiful set of nails that I did last week. These beautiful kawaii nails. I did them using the Lazy Girl method. And if you are interested in the Lazy Girl method, then in the box below you will see a link to Amazon where you can purchase all the products that I'm using in today's tutorial. So first you definitely want to get your nails all sized up and be sure to match them up. So what is the Lazy Girl method? It's basically just beautiful glamour press-on nails. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be working on the inside well of the nail, not the outside of the nail. So let me show you what the well is versus the apex. So that's the well. And the apex is the round part. So you definitely want to take that apex and lay it right over top of some clay or whatever you have that you're holding your press-on nails with when you're working with them at your nail station. I'll link in the box below where I got this beautiful crystal stand from. I don't even know if they still have them or not, but I did purchase it on Amazon. And this blooming nail gel polish that I purchased from Amazon too. It's Makartt. I think it came with maybe 8 different types of blooming polishes, and you can use them in many different ways. But today I'm going to be using them to make these nails have a jelly look to them. So this is one of Makartt's products. I do like Makartt. Some things Makartt, not all things Makartt, but they have really good gel glue, so I will say that. So here I have all my stuff set up in my little pods. Some people like to work straight out of the containers. I don't. I like to separate. So here I have acetone and alcohol that I'm working with. Alcohol used as a slip solution and acetone to clean out my brush. I'm going to be using a brush / spatula to put this set together, and it does come inside the kit. As you can see how thick this gel base coat is, it's not the average base coat that you would use on a set of regular nails. This is just to hold your product in place. So I'm just going to gently, lightly apply some of this base coat inside the well of your product. Now, if you happen to go over the sides, don't worry about it because you're going to definitely be filing these nails and shaping them once they get onto your finger or onto your client's hand. Let me suggest that you practice, ladies and gentlemen, practice the technique before you just buy the box and throw it on your client because it's a little tedious, but once you get the hang of it, it's 1, 2, 3. So this makes my third set of Lazy Girl nails that I have done since I purchased the box a couple of months ago. Products hold up pretty good, but I do not like the top coat that comes with this product. Top coat gets a little gunky, so I don't really like that. I like D&D, Daisy products when it comes down to top coat and base coat, like regular or either Venalisa from AliExpress. I like their base coat, top coat as well. So I'm just taking a little dollop and putting it on my little dividers here. I'm just gonna separate everything out, and I'm going to show you how I laid my encapsulations in the inside of the well. When dealing with Lazy Girl nails, you're working backwards. So normally when you do nails, you put the nails on and then you put your stuff on top. With the Lazy Girl method, you're going to put the stuff inside the well of the nail, and then you're going to put the nail on like you put on a press-on nail. So definitely want to give props up to Femi Beauty. If I'm not mistaken, I think she was the one that came up with this method, and People have been capitalizing off of it ever since. You can also use acrylic in this method too, but you definitely have to know how to work your product, and it has to be watery. And you also have to work a little bit faster when you're working with acrylic if you decide to use acrylic for the lazy girl method instead of gel. So I am just putting my encapsulations inside the well. I'm turning it upside down so I can see what it looks like. You can lay it up against your finger to see what it looks like. Now you can hold the nail in your hand, but it's going to get really, really sticky. Okay, I would suggest that you put the nail on a platform like you see I've done here, and I use clay. I got some regular clay from Walmart that cost me like $2.50. And I put it on my nail stands, and that holds it in really, really good. In order to get the clay off of the nail when you finish, I just use an alcohol wipe and it comes right off. Not a big deal. All right, so you just spread this out. Place it the way you want it to be. It's up to you. It's your creation. When you first start your first set, it gets a little tedious, but once you put everything into the well, then you're going to set your new creation into your lamp and just do like a quick cure, like a 30-second cure, so it will stop moving around. And then you move on to the next nail. So I'm not going to take a lot of time on this video because when I first did this video, it was over 40 minutes long, so I had to cut a few parts out of it. I'll be doing more Lazy Girl method nails in the future, but I just wanted to give you just like a little one-on-one of how you take your time and put the product together and come out with some absolutely gorgeous, beautiful nails. Now, the question is a time limit. How long did it take me to do a full set? Okay, normally it takes me 4 to 6 hours to do my nails if I was doing acrylic. It took me 3 hours to do these nails. So for me, it was faster because I can work on multiple nails at the same time. Just for demo purposes, I was going kind of slow, but normally I would have done all the nails at once when I have them on the stands and everything like that. So like I said, don't forget to put them well side up. Let me zoom in a little bit so that you can see what I'm talking about. Lay your encapsulations out. You can use any type of encapsulations that you would like. You can even sprinkle glitter in the inside of these nails. You could not use any of this stuff at all. You could use just regular gel. Glitter gel inside the nail. You could do it that way too. When you put these nails on, they're going to be extremely smooth on top. So the apex is always perfect. The nails come out always perfect. Only thing you have to do is make sure that you file the nails and shape them down when you finish. And when they come off whole, so you can use them over and over and over again. I would suggest that you take your time and put some top coat underneath the bottom of the nail. So once you put the nails on, which I'm going to show you a little later on how to put these nails on or how to secure them properly, you're going to take some top coat and put it underneath the bottom, because remember, any type of gel is sticky and we're working underneath the bottom of the tip, which means that it's sticky with the free edge underneath the bottom. So you're going to have to put some top coat underneath the bottom of the free edge so that it won't be sticky, and then your creation is absolutely beautiful. So here I have finished my thumbnail and my middle finger. So I'm moving on to my ring finger, my pinky, and my pointer finger. So let me show you how to put on this gel extension. So this is where your spatula is going to come in handy, and your brush. You're going to grab your spatula. You're going to take a nice size bead. Now this is too much because a lot of times you will overuse your product when you're first learning how to work it. I watched a lot of videos on YouTube that taught me wrong. So I had to learn by trial and error. So here I am showing you the slip solution. You can use alcohol 70% or slip solution. It doesn't matter. They both make the product malleable, and it makes it pliable so that you can move it around. Without slip solution, the product is a little tough. So you're just going to put it on a slide down once you put the product onto the cuticle area inside the well. Now you don't have to start there first, but that's where I like to start. Okay, now even that's too much. I have seen them fill that well up, and then when it comes down to putting the tip on, because like I said, you're going to put it on just like you put on a press on now, you have a raise. You have a raise going on, and then you have a separation between your nail, your real nail, and the press on nail on top. It's just too thick. All right, so I'm cleaning my brush off with some acetone. You don't have to worry about it hardening unless this brush happens to hit in the inside of your lamp. And then what I did was I just dropped a few drops of blooming gel inside while I was moving the product around, and that's how I got the jelly look. Now we're going to move on to white. Now this white, oh, if you're wondering what type of pads I'm using on the table, they are lint-free. I'll leave them in the description box below too, where you can get some of those that are also lint-free nail wipes, because when you're dealing with gel, lint is a problem. Lint is your worst enemy. So now I'm going to show you what happens if you put too much on it and how to level it out properly. Okay, now we can see that's way too much. That's way too much. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some slip solution. And I'm going to show you how to do it properly. Clean my brush off. So you just want to work with the product carefully. You see how it's like moving around. Now that's way too much because some of it is at the tip and it's coming over the sides and you know, stuff like that. So you definitely want to take your time. Take your brush and bring the product down. Now, what if you have a lot at the cuticle area here? You just press down and then wipe down. Press down, wipe down. Press down, wipe down. Just remember that. Press down, wipe down. And try to get it from away from the sides. And then you just wipe off the excess. Now, I hated wasting that, but for the sake of this video, I just wanted to show you what would happen if you did waste it. If you did put on too much. Let's wipe it off. And it comes off pretty easy. It does. You can even put that back up there and do it again. That's why it's best to use a lint-free wipe when you're dealing with these products. So you're asking me, how did I get the pink and the blue in there? Well, first I put down the base coat like you saw me in the beginning before I put the encapsulations on there. And then I dropped a drop of pink. I let that spread out. I dropped one drop of blue. I let that spread out. And then I dropped another drop of pink. I let that spread out. Then I set it underneath the lamp, the UV lamp, for maybe 30 seconds. And then I put my gel over top of that, my extender gel. Now, if you do it without drying it first, it'll just blend together. You won't see a definition and separation in the colors. All right, so the last one is a pinky, of course. All right, so now that my product has cured, I just cure it just a little bit, not too much. I'm going to put some gold foil at the tip of this nail because I realized that it had like a space in it. So that's why you turn it upside down and look at it to see how it would look normally. And if you see any gaps or anything like that, you turn it back around and you fix it. Because remember, you're working inside the nail, not on top of the nail. And I know you're like, well, you see the ones that's already sitting on the table, how they came out. But they didn't look like that when I had them upside down on this pedestal. So you're definitely going to have to twist it and turn it and look at it and see. And then if you're missing a spot, you put something else on it. That's why I said it's really, really good that you practice this technique on yourself or someone that doesn't mind you practicing on them. And then you get your time frame. And then you make sure that you have an array of encapsulations, just all types of encapsulation. Now, where do I get my encapsulations from? Anytime I go to any type of store, the first thing I do is I go to the art section. Okay, so Walmart, I go to the art section. Target, I go to the art section. Or either you can just go to Hobby Lobby, which is just the awesomest place to go to buy your art supplies. You could put anything inside of these nails that you want to. Just remember that. But it can't be porous. So you can't put paper in there because if you do, then you're going to have an issue and then it'll start to corrode. So you don't want that to happen. So I'm just going to go on ahead and cure that in the lamp. And while I'm curing that in the lamp, I'm going to show you how to clean off your nails. Like I said, you get you some alcohol wipes or alcohol pads, and then you just wipe it down. And then you check the nail. You put the nail onto your own hand, and you check it out and see how it looks. If it doesn't look good enough, you still have time to change it, fix it. Because remember, when you work on your first set should be on yourself or on someone that doesn't mind you messing up. And this is the reason why I tell you, do not put a whole lot in the inside of the well because you're going to have an overflow of product and you won't be able to put the nail onto your finger and lay it up there like it's supposed to be flush. So I put some gelling in the inside of that, you see, because you can make the nail any kind of way you want it to be. It don't have to be the way other people have theirs. You can have yours any way you want it. So when you lay it up there, if it's not flush, then you know you got too much product underneath, and basically throw that nail away and start over, or put that nail on the board. Put that nail on the board and keep it moving. So I thought about making a lazy girl board, like a board with all the lazy girl nails, like the different creations that you can create with lazy girl, because it doesn't take that much for you to make a nail, and it maybe in less than 5 minutes you could create 20 nails. Well, I know I can. Let me just speak for myself. So once that's cured and everything is nice, then you want to make sure that you have your little mini lamp. Now this particular company that we're working with today, they just came out with a lamp. Okay. So I will definitely be putting some information down in the box below on how you can get the lamp. But before then, of course, I would always use my little mini lamp, the handheld lamp. But they came out with a lamp that's just like a one finger lamp. I'll be purchasing that. I'll do a review on it and I'll let you know how it works. But after you have buffed your own nail and cleaned your own nail, then what you want to do is you want to size up your nails and make sure they're good. And then when you put the nail on, you want to make sure that you put it on just like you put on a press-on nail. Now see how I did that? Now you could put it on with regular glue, but I would suggest that it be a gel glue. Like Makartt makes a really good gel glue. And so you don't get any bubbles, or so it's not moving around. You want to hold your finger while you hold it underneath the lamp at the same time. Now you're going to do this to every single nail. So some of the nails I cured previous and some of them I did not. Some of them I wanted the underside to be wet because I wanted to see what would happen if I cured later. And then of course you're going to get you some clamps. That holds it in place. Clamps did not come with the kit. I had clamps from before. When I was trying to learn how to do gel nails years ago, I had bought some clamps from AliExpress. But this is a really good technique if you want glossy nails. Then you turn it over. You see how I turn it over on the opposite side. And put it back in the lamp. Now I'm going to go ahead on and put all these nails on. And put my clamps on. And then when I come back, I'm going to show you what they all look like on. So I did like one hand first to see how that looked. And then later on in the day, I did the other hand. And I think they came out really, really good. I mean, in all, I spent a couple of hours doing my nails. I enjoy doing this method because your creativity is like to the roof. It's beyond the limit. Whatever you want to do, whenever you want to put on a nail, you can. So I'm definitely looking forward to the next set that I do. All right, so here we are. All the nails are on, clamps are on. I've already put my hand underneath the lamp for 5 minutes. So I did a 5-minute cure. And this is before I filed them. So I haven't filed them yet. I just put them on. So now you see what they look like. So like I said, everything that you're going to be doing to these nails are underneath the nail. It's not on top. I think they came out really pretty. So I'm going to file these, shape these, and now we're going to put on some toys. So to put on my toys, I'm going to use Makartt Clear Extender Gel. Just put a little dollop, turn on my light. So I'm going to put my hand under the light, and then I'm going to lay my toy on top, which is a lollipop, and I'm going to twist it and put it up there. This was so cute. I got these from AliExpress. I will leave the link in the box below where you can get these Kawaiis. I have seen them put so much stuff on their nails. I'm like, my God. And the longer the nail is with all this stuff on, they're heavy. Those nails are heavy. Trust me, they are not light. I did a whole set of Kawaiis for a client of mine. They were so heavy. And I was like, she was like, okay, they look good. I love them. They're beautiful. Yeah, they're beautiful, but they're heavy. Okay, so the shorter the nail, the better. That's what I say. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Honey Doll Nails, Lazy Girl Method, Kawaii Toys. I hope that you enjoyed this. Thank you, nail friends. Until we see each other again, God bless you and have a wonderful day.